Happy Monday morning. My name is Steve, and well, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Little Wood Shop. Well, today is a unique video today. Today I'm not by any means going to be discussing equipment, tools, tooling processes, even the engraving steps themselves. Today we're going to be discussing, and this is actually more of a testimonial to somebody that I met just a few short months back. I've been working with to help get this shop to the next level. Okay? Now, before we go into who this gentleman is, I'm going to give you a little bit about myself. My name is Steve Cody. I'm an independent CNC fine wood engraver living up in northern New Hampshire in the humble little mill town of Northumberland, Groveton. Okay, I live up in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. I live in probably one of the most beautiful places on this planet, in my opinion, and wouldn't trade it for the world. Well, 30 months ago, I took it upon myself to open up this engraving and fabrication shop. I had a prior background in CNC, but I wanted to combine working with my hands, okay, and I wanted to go back into CNC and fabrication, but with wood. I'm surrounded by forest and streams and mountains and just really beautiful area. Wood and the materials that I work with are extremely abundant where I'm at, so it made sense for me to do the wood thing and not go back to turning metal again. Well, in my endeavors over the last 2.5 years, we've had a lot of crash and burns. Obviously, the first year in business was trying. We had our feelers out there. We had our hands into everything just to try to keep the doors open, deciding what we wanted to narrow this shop down and exactly what we wanted to do. Well, I determined that because of myself and my family and how I grew up, some of the things that I wanted to engrave were for members of our military, our United States veterans, all our branches of the military, members of law enforcement, the deputy sheriffs, the correctional officers, as well as fire and rescue personnel. These are the main bodies that I do work for. I do prayer and creed plaques for. My work has gone over well. Everybody's happy with it. However, I'm not seeing the marketability on my own. About 6 months ago, we were ready to shut the doors. It is what it was. I didn't want to by any means. Fortunately, we're here making this video to tell you as to why we didn't have to. Okay? 6 months ago, we were dead in the water. I had exhausted everything that I knew about marketing, and by no means am I a guru or a specialist or any of that. I had run out of ideas. I was making videos and was putting videos out there. I built my own website on one of these kind of drop and drag platforms, if you would. Just not really knowing what I was doing. I didn't have the backbone for the marketing end of my business. Well, my business had a significant out-of-pocket startup cost, okay? And it wasn't your $500 to $1,000. That doesn't even buy the piece of equipment that I'm sitting on, okay? There was that. There was renovations to the shop. There was also an education that I had to go back and refreshen up on. So I had school, I had the investment in that, I had the investment in equipment, as well as renovations to the shop. I was looking at shutting doors, liquidating, and losing a lot of money. Not acceptable. Was not going to happen on my watch. Well, I decided to try to expand on my own my knowledge of marketing. So I'm perusing the internet superhighway. Of course, I'm on YouTube. I'm watching all the videos I can, and of course, there's everybody out there promising you everything. And I'm not looking for promises. I'm looking to work with somebody to teach me. I'd rather you teach me how to fish than give me that fish. I want to learn so that I can build off of that education that you teach me. Well, I come across the most fascinating gentleman. The screen opens up on YouTube, this big whiteboard appears, and out comes this red-haired gentleman with a beard and a mustache and his glasses and his big cup of joe, which I'm a coffee nut myself, so okay, yes, this fellow's got my attention. He comes on the screen with his whiteboard and his coffee in hand. He introduces himself as a Mr. David Boozer. Thank God I met this man. I don't know, David, if it was maybe perhaps a little bit of divine intervention but 6 months ago I was not mentally or really physically in a good place. I was for fear of loss of this shop. This is my bread and butter. This is my dream. This was my final bucket list item that I wanted to achieve before parting this earth, so to speak. Well, I ended up corresponding with David probably within a week or two of watching him, and we corresponded. I signed up. This gentleman had an awesome free video library, not just 1 or 2 videos like I had, but he had a library of all this awesome content. I'm overwhelmed, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm not a highly educated person. I'm not a college degreed individual. I'm not even a high school graduate, okay? I'm somebody who went back to night school, got his GED, because the one thing I can instill into anybody today, you're not going very far without some kind of education. I don't care who you are, you need to know in order to earn, period. That is the way it is, okay? Well, I tried to make sense of an overwhelming amount of information. It was all good information, but it was back on me and my ability to learn and absorb it. Well, I ended up contacting David, and I got on his coaching program. That is probably the best thing I ever did. Thank God I did. I thank God every day I did. Thank you. Because on my own, I would not be sitting here. This video would not be getting recorded. These doors would be shut, and I would be back someplace being miserable, okay? In probably 8 weeks, 2 months' time of coaching with David one-on-one, each week we would have a little video conference. We'd hash things out. I'd tell him what I was stuck on. To keep it in order, too, I wrote down some key points which I'd like to read back to you now, if I could. All right. My learning experience. The things that I learned from my small business marketing coach, David Boozer, weren't as difficult as I had originally thought. David put things into an understandable format, personalized for me, my skill set and comprehension level. Now, this is going to vary from individual to individual. Okay? Again, I'm not personally the sharpest knife in the drawer, but it didn't matter to David. Okay? David was able, after working with me for a short period of time, he was able to get a better understanding from me, the level in which I could understand and comprehend things. He kind of put everything together for me and presented them into a way in which I could absorb them and I could understand them, utilize, comprehend the information, and put it to work for me. Now, the other thing I'm going to tell you, okay, I don't sell anybody's anything. I only sell fine wood engraved products. I am a CNC graphic arts programmer and engraver. That's what I do up here. Okay? I'm not a marketing coach. Okay? I'm not that person. Okay? I'm a CNC engraver. All right? Well, as our relationship built and I worked hands-on with David, one-on-one, more and more, I wanted to get to know this man a little bit better. David is all over. He's all over social media. He's all over all sorts of different blogs and forums. The man has got a very, very intense presence online. He's not somebody going to sell you a line of tomfoolery where you click a link and you're promised all this foolish cash and money, and no. Again, I am somebody, teach me to fish. Don't give me that fish, okay? Well, I wanted to know a little bit more about David. And in going through social media, I find that this gentleman has got a family. And why is that important to me? Because if he is somebody who is just a schlump sitting in an apartment somewhere where he's got no responsibilities to anybody other than himself, well, guess what? If he does something, and as long as he gets his money on his end, well, guess what? What does he care? Okay? I can assure you that man is not that type of individual. As I follow David and I get to know him, I see that he's married. Again, he's got a lovely missus. He's got 5 awesome kids that range from a little wee lad, a young miss, all the way up to a strapping young man. Okay, he's got a big family. What does that tell me? That tells me that this man has responsibilities and he has obligations to this family. Failure for David is not an option. Okay? Not only to his clients, because if he fails his clients, he's got a much bigger picture. Okay? Alright, well that's one of the reasons I went with David. The other one is, obviously, his demeanor with me. A lot of people got frustrated with me over the years, some of my employers, this and that. I don't absorb and learn information the same as everybody else. It didn't matter to him. He was a very, very patient gentleman. He worked with me one-on-one. You have a question for this man. You can shoot him an email. He is going to get back with you generally within that day. You know, if I'm really hung up, hey, I know darn well I could pick up that phone and give him a call. David made me a couple, not so much promises, but a couple vows. And he said, Steve, if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to work and work hard at it and implement the things that I teach you, you will succeed. Okay? Well, I'm going to tell you about my success thus far. Now, it's only been less than 12 weeks. Okay? I started an actual blog. I don't know how to write. I don't even read and write all that well myself. David taught me how to go into WordPress, that's another big conversation in and of itself. He taught me how to go in. He taught me how to build and brand and manage my site, how to put out quality content, how to make a decent video, how to attach everything in my particular niche field, how to put it all together, how to make this ball of wax actually work. I didn't know anything about this stuff. Again, David, if it weren't for you, I would not be sitting here right now. That's the word of me right now. I'm telling you straight up. I would not be here if it weren't for you. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna touch over real quick a couple of other highlighted things real quick. Okay. Don't forget you're close to 50 glasses. All right. Here's what I learned. This is actually the excerpt from my blog that I wrote that this video was going to be attached to. Search engine optimization, basic and advanced processes, SEO. Okay, I had no clue. I've heard of it. I'm like, all right. I had no idea what it was. Well, I learned it. Okay, the other thing I learned was keyword search and analyzing those results to form a solid keyword title. Well, guess what? You're not going to get found, you or whatever it is you're looking to represent online, if you don't know how to tie it all in properly. There are tools out there that you can utilize. I didn't know they existed. I didn't know where to go find them. Sure enough, David taught me. Keyword optimization. The correct keywords to put in a search engine for faster and easier results in which to be found. I learned that. I didn't know that. Social media marketing the correct way. Extensive WordPress training, installation, setup, and configuration. How to build up and design your website the right way. Blogging and video making, solid and correct content. Understanding and obtaining passive and residual incomes. Okay, these are all things that this man taught me in just a little bit over 8 weeks. Now David's still there for me. I have no concerns. I know that if I need that man right now, I can get up from this video, I can go down to my computer, I can shoot him an email. Pow! I'm going to have him within a matter of minutes to maybe a few hours, but he'll get back to me today. I'll have the answers that I need. And if for some reason David doesn't have them, you can bet your bottom line that he'll find it for you. Okay? So I hope that if you're interested in taking whatever it is you're looking to do to the next level, I don't care who you are, I don't care what you're looking to do, call this gentleman up. We're going to provide links for David. Again, the links that are in the blog, the links that are going to be on this video. In no way do they revert anything back to me. This is a from the heart felt testimonial for this man and what he's done for me. Okay? Alright. Now, give him a shout. Pose a question. Okay? Jump on one of his coaching programs. If your business is going nowheres and you want a stronger footprint, you want a stronger appearance online, I suggest you give davidboozer.com a shout, okay? Well, from all of us here at the Little Wood Shop, that'd be me, of course. Hopefully I'm still your favorite engraver in the woods. Please, give this man a call. Don't do it for anybody other than yourself. But you do owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to get up every day. I'm ecstatic in what I do. I love what I do. And I could not imagine losing it or ever giving it up. Okay? Again, David, thank you from the bottom of my heart, buddy. I appreciate everything you taught me, what you instilled into me, and how to tie all this together and make it work. I wish you and your family the absolute best, buddy. And either way, we chit-chat all the time, and I'll catch you online, my friend. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for watching, and bye-bye.